feel like this is like the kind of day where I'm like, what is even happening right now? um, yeah, a lot of just like emotional roller coasters going on over here in Luluville, I guess. But I don't know. It's a weird sort of in between before something happens that you sort of get into like internal panic mode, and I think that I'm like at that point where I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, I did things. Why did I do these things? Oh yeah, because if I didn't do them, I was literally going to fucking die, and that wasn't gonna happen. So like last night, I was having the worst time trying to sleep because I was like, oh my god, like, um, where do I go from here? Like, so many things have happened within the last like 48 hours, and like, yeah, um, I don't know what's gonna happen from here. I don't know, like, like, sometimes I wish that the answers came to me easier than they do. I wish that, like, things came to me easier than they do. Because, like, I struggle with this so much where I feel like I'm always behind everyone else. And it's like, it's not true. It's only like a fear that I have. Like, a fear of everything falling apart, cracking open, that sort of thing. And I think this is a good opportunity to just sort of reflect on how far I've come. And I'll tell you how far I've come. I came from an extremely toxic, narcissistic relationship. And I struggled so much in that relationship. Like, so many things have happened. And it's like, it wasn't like, it wasn't like a boyfriend or anything like that. I haven't had a boyfriend in like years. Anyway, but it was like a familial type of relationship that I just felt like no matter how far I felt like I was going, I felt like I wasn't going far enough. I felt like I wasn't ever good enough. I felt like I wasn't achieving enough. I felt like I was constantly compared to everyone else around me. When I brought these things up, I'm actually going to take this off because I can't stand the glare. When I would bring issues up, it was like talking to a wall. And I don't like feeling that way. No one likes feeling that way. But that's how I felt in that moment. And I felt like I couldn't control. I felt like I was just out of control. I felt like I couldn't control anything in my life. And there was nothing I could do to save me from the situation that I was in. And every time I would gain something, it was like I was losing 10 more things. So I even sat down last night and I just like thought about like this recent letting go of a lot of things, and it was a hard decision to make. Like, I sat there and I sat there with my head in my hands and I'm like, oh my god, like, I really just don't want to do this job anymore. I really just don't want to be in this situation anymore. Like, it's literally sucking the soul out of me. It's, I almost died at this job. I almost like collapsed on the floor due to anaphylactic shock, and they literally could care less. Like, that was scary. And, the constant belittling of not only like, of customers, because I was in a customer service position, but also by the people that I was working with. Little support, very just negative emotions, constant, I felt like a robot, because I was constantly under pressure to be perfect all the time, and individuality just kept getting stripped away. Like, they even decided that tellers were no longer allowed to have, because I was a bank teller, we're no longer allowed to have water bottles that were like personalized water bottles. They had to be the brand of the company. They couldn't be anything else. That was what was required of us. I was just like, why? Like, why? Like, did somebody complain about the fact that we were using our own water bottles? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. We're not allowed to have our own water bottles anymore? For real? Like, that's the level of petty that we're getting to now? Like, we now have to live and breathe the brand that of the company that barely pays us enough to live, but we also have to pretend like a customer didn't just fling their ID at us. No, I'm not doing that anymore. And yeah, I struggled with the weight of the risk involved, you know. It barely pays enough to live. You barely have enough in your bank account at the end of the week or the 2 weeks that they decide to pay you, and sometimes they don't even pay you enough. Sometimes, you know, I was a float teller, and sometimes I barely even saw the extra stipends come through. They were owed to me, but it was whenever the supervisor decided that he wanted to put them through. Like at one point, I was owed like $300 from the travel stipend that I was supposed to get, and I was like, "What the hell, man?" You know, I'm doing all of this extra stuff, sometimes barely even getting, not even getting home until like 7 p.m., and you're not even gonna push them through the way that you're supposed to. Along with like just gaslighting, very polarizing interpretations of essential functions and things of that nature. It just, at one point, a teller decided to tell me that I wasn't adaptable enough for the position that I was in. And it's like, I've had to adapt to literally everything in my life, from birth, basically. And that hit a nerve with me because I'm like, you have no idea what adaptability means if you have the nerve to tell me that as a float teller. That's rich for someone who has never floated in their entire life and have no idea what it entails. But go off. It's okay. I'll accept it as I do. But also, I never wanted to talk to that person ever again, because that's the level of petty that they were at. And I'm like, no, I'm better than that. I deserve better than that. I deserve respect. And I'm going to find that. So this is just me rambling and sort of like a video diary of sorts of like the struggles that I'm going through right now. But I don't feel like it's going to be forever, for sure. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be forever, but I like to reflect on these things because eventually, like in the future, when I look back at these videos and I go back through everything and I, you know, take a gander at everything that I've been through, this is a good reminder of like, wow, yeah, you were in a very weird position then and probably made some really dumb decisions, but you're still alive and you're still kicking and you're still going, so keep going, I guess.